One Christmas Eve, my roommate went out with his girlfriend. I stayed alone in the room. I turned on the light in the bathroom and ran the hot water. The steam rose, the light shone through it, which looked like some kind of miracle. I sat in my room, across the small living room, surfing the internet, posting on forums, pretending I was waiting for a woman to finish her shower, to come out and make love to me. But the truth was, no one was in the bathroom. I turned on the water. My roommate came back with a girl. He looked at the glowing bathroom, surprised. "You brought someone back?" he asked. I should have told him the truth, but the truth was too sad. "Yes," I said, "I did." He patted me on the shoulder. "Didn't see that coming," he said, grinning. "Well, we'll leave you two alone then." He then went into his room with his girlfriend. No one was in the bathroom. I turned on the water. After a while, I turned off the water and went back to bed. Not before long, my roommate told people I had a girlfriend. People started asking me about her. Did I have a girlfriend? I couldn't say no. I couldn't tell them I turned on the water, so I said yes. Things got complicated. I couldn't join the single guys after work anymore. They'd say, "Go spend time with your girl." At work, they gave me 2 movie tickets. I thanked them. But where could I find someone to fill that seat beside me? I went alone. The seat next to me simply held my popcorn. "Did you have a fight?" they asked. "Not often," I said, which was true. We never fought. Some wondered why they never saw her. A few outspoken girls said, "You never buy her gifts." So they pulled me to the shops. I bought lipstick, powder, some sanitary pads, things I thought she'd need. They still never saw her. "What's all this?" someone asked me when they saw those things in my room. "They're hers," I said. "She stays over sometimes. I keep her stuff here." The women, they looked touched. One tugged at her boyfriend's sleeve. "See? Look at him." Even the men looked embarrassed. Who wouldn't believe me? Who would think there was no one? She was just shy, I said. Didn't like to meet new people. Sometimes I dropped drips of cola on the pads and threw them in the trash, or smeared a little powder on my cheek before work. If a camera had watched my room, it would have seen those things slowly used up, like an invisible woman living with me. They wouldn't believe no one was in the bathroom, that I turned on the water. Instead, everyone believes. One day, my boss called me in. He looked concerned, giving me a day off even. 2 girls from the next desk smiled bitterly. "You'll find someone better," they said. I found out later that someone had been watching me see that movie alone, 2 tickets in hand and crying. They thought I was heartbroken. I wasn't. The movie was just sad. But maybe this was my way out, I thought. If I said we broke up, everything could end. However, I held my head in my hands, trembling. They turned away, wiping tears. Some even cried. I didn't cry, though. There was no love to cry for. After a couple of dinners with my friends' sympathy, life went back to quiet. Someone tried to set me up with a girl. He used to buy anything for his girlfriend, they said. So thoughtful. The girl turned to me, eyes soft. "Is that true?" I nodded, yes. What else could I say? That no one was in the bathroom? That I turned on the water? We went out twice. Then she ended it gently. "Your heart still belongs to her," she said. "I can't take that place." she hugged me before she left. After that, no one introduced girls to me. And after what she said, I began to miss my ex. Then I remembered I never had one. No one was in the bathroom. I turned on the water. Another Christmas came. I stayed in the house again, turned on the light, and sat in the room. I thought about that first Christmas. Why had I even turned on the hot water? The room was dim, cigarette smoke curling. I felt cold. And then I remembered that I had been imagining that a girl loved me. I didn't resist the thought. I turned on the light, twisted the hot water, and the bathroom filled with steam again, glowing like a miracle. My roommate came back, arm around his new girl. He saw the lighted bathroom, his eyes lighting up. "She's back?" he said. His girl gasped excitedly. "Is that the one you told me about?" They laughed, happy for me, like Joseph and Mary. No. No one was in the bathroom. I turned on the water. Hey folks, it's Deja. This was a freaking awesome story. I really enjoyed reading this. I had too much fun even. It may be criminal to say how much. But, I think there's probably a few things we could learn from this one, but one that I'd say I took away from the most is it seems like our main character, well, first of all, he lived in this lie for a long time and it just seems so ridiculous, but I think, and other guys out there might understand, I think I know exactly why he did it. It may have felt nice for everyone to think, you had someone. Or as he said, that a girl loved him, what he had been imagining. But, friend, I'm talking specifically to my guys out there, but ladies too. I want you guys to know that you don't need someone else, You really don't. It's a wonderful thing to have, but that doesn't mean that without it you're nothing or less. And I want you to say something, just in the quiet of your own heart, if you will, friend. I want you to say, I love myself. And I want you to know that God does too. But if you don't believe in God, I want you to know that I do, friend. And you should too. You will be all right. And with that, I hope that in any way this story entertained, enlightened, or educated you. Again, I had a whole lot of fun with this one. And I hope to be able to read something to you again. But until next time, take care.